I'm gonna have to get somebody to be pushing record. We're gonna have to invest in a team. It's too low control. Budget. I don't even know if it's recording.
It's a start. It's recording. Is the red light on?
I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me see. Shoot, this is a distraction. We gotta be. Okay, it's recorded. It's recorded. All right. So look. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Right. But not.
It's like dog is to man as diamond is to girl.
As Tiffany box is to staying out of trouble.
As Tiffany box. Shut up. See, that's a typical man response.
Because it's true. Listen, I get in trouble. What I do? I run Tiffany's. I go get me a nice little diamond.
You can't go marrying somebody with a diamond.
It's not. You don't have to marry him. You just bring him some with diamonds in a tennis bracelet, a necklace, and it shuts everything up.
Now my question is why? Why then have diamonds become so popular? Like, what is the big deal? You mean to tell me that something we dig out of the earth and we go into the earth to get in these mines and coal? It's coal. Coal is black. It's dirty. It's a mess. Okay, so why is it now that these diamonds inside the earth are more important and more valuable than, say, the heart of the guy that I'm with and the love that he gives me, or even my own personal development? Like, why is it better for me to wear this flashy diamond and be like, girl, he loved me?
De Beers, Tiffany's, and the world around us told you that these diamonds are the best thing on earth. This is it. This is the rarest thing.
There are people dying for these. Like, there are children that die in mines. There's no safety. There's no like work safety policy and stuff like that. Like, people are literally risking life and limb.
Because
it's literally a matter of life and death.
It's $1 billion, if not $1 trillion industry that pays for.
But we do this to ourselves because we demand it or whatever.
We demand it because they tell us that it's rare.
Because they tell us it's rare. Right. Now, why is it really rare?
No, diamonds aren't really rare.
Exactly, they're all over. But no, they're not all over. They're like in Africa. Only in
Africa. That's pretty much it.
They ain't benefiting from it because if they were like, this doesn't make sense. The one of the most coveted gems or whatever, precious stones.
Right.
It making so much money. I mean, $1 billion industry. Who bought De Beers?
Bought by Anglo American.
Was bought by Anglo America. Anglo America.
In Africa.
The audacity kills me alone. Okay, this is not to promote African views and downplay Anglo views. It's just to say, to have the audacity to call something Anglo America, and it's a diamond company in Africa
that bought out De Beers.
That bought out De Beers for $5.1 billion, and they now own 85% total. Like, they bought for the 40%,
and they already had 45.
And they already had 45. So now they have 85%. What's going to happen? Are they going to? They now control the supply. This is how we determine whether or not something is readily available or not. Because if I have the whole stock of something,
right,
and I want to sell it for a higher price, well, I'll only release a certain amount. There's only
Which is what De Beers has always done.
Here we go. I got all the diamonds. I got them all. They all mine. And I don't want nobody, I want the price of diamonds to go up.
I only give out 5 a year.
I only give out 5. You'll only get 5 a year. Doesn't mean that only 5 are available. It means
no, I mind 100 million of them.
Yeah,
but I'm going to give you 5.
Right. And this is how sometimes supply and demand is not always based on,
supply and demand is never based on supply and demand. It's based on perception.
Well, no, but it's all perception. Up top. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, because it's what we perceive as value. If we perceive, what if we just decided to say, F it, I don't care about money, I don't care about gold, I don't care about diamonds, I don't care about name brands and stuff like that. And what if we just, for 1 second, was like, let me care about myself more. Let me think about what I have to offer as a person. Let me think about my education. Let me think about my health. Let me improve on these things. What if all of a sudden that became a more valuable asset? Then what? The world economy falls apart and everything crumbles?
Or what the powers that be do is they just market to whatever it is that you perceive you want. So if tomorrow they decide that you don't want jewelry and you want to work on self-improvement, well, guess what? Everybody will suddenly become a self-help guru.
Exactly.
Or the federal government will start yoga classes, or whatever it is that.
Or Walmart will become like a Bally's or something like that.
Yeah, it'll be whatever it is. The powers that be, those who are industrious enough or savvy enough to market things to us will say, hey.
Because they've been marketing things to us all this time that we have given it power, because we then perceive this to be more valuable than the other things like inside of ourselves or the other things that we can actually
even though it's not.
Even though it's not more valuable, we just give it more value. They then market it to us, and it's this positive feedback cycle of us saying, yeah, that's more valuable, and then them saying, yeah, see, we told you so. Now look how much better it is. And then we say, oh, it's even more valuable. And now here we are driving up the prices of items and material things ourselves. Essentially,
and look at it.
We are driving up the prices, and then we mad at the corporations. Why we mad at the corporations? Because they're not giving us jobs, and they're all profitable and everything like that. But why are they profitable? Because we are giving them the confirmation. We're giving them the ability to market to us.
You got diamonds, right? Diamonds are coal. Everybody knows this. It's coal compressed under pressure.
Right. The right pressure, the right time. This temperature. Dusty thing becomes a diamond.
So now you've got these diamonds. Ooh, they're in your earrings. They're shiny. Pretty, right? Coal heats your home. Right. Coal will cook your food. Right. Coal.
Well, yeah, but then we start getting into but what I'm talking about, the environment. The environment.
Coal goes for $120 a ton. Right. Whereas.
Right, diamond, yeah.
You can't even get a diamond for $120.
You can't even get a diamond for $120, but they're the same exact thing chemically.
And what does more for your life in terms of your basic survival? Right. Diamond doesn't do shit for your life. Right. And coal will cook for you. It'll heat your home. Right. We place a value on things all by perception.
Because it's easier to dress us up on the outside and clean us, make us appear clean, so that people perceive us to be cleaner or better than it is to actually clean up on the inside and get rid of all that and actually develop ourselves internally.
Right. I can put shiny stuff on my outside. I don't need it on the inside.
Then you don't need to fix the inside.
Got diamonds.
You got diamonds.
Got a chain.
Maybe I need to go on and get me some diamonds in, because this stuff is exhausting.
That's what Tiffany's is for.
Shut up! Don't be talking like that. Power up. Power up.
100%.
100%. Thank you. That's right. All right, y'all. Diamonds are not a girl's best friend. Power up is.
So fake.